Warning, there is a good chance Bitcoin Mike has no idea what he's talking about. Do your own research. Enjoy the show. Thank you.
All right, guys, it's been a volatile weekend, to say the least. Right now, Bitcoin hanging out at 43,000. I was going to make a video like an hour ago, and we're at 42.3, so highly volatile. It looks like 43,000 is kind of like a resistance right now for Bitcoin. So essentially, we're the same spot we were on Friday when we had that big dump, ETF dump that we called on this channel. We were one of the only channels calling for this big ETF dump, where it went from 49,000 all the way down to 42.5, and now we're kind of in that same area. Altcoins, I'd say about the same. XRP still 58, Solana 96, Cardano was 53 last time I checked. Not too much to speak of. The big question right now in everybody's mind is, are we basically gearing up to go bullish, or are we going to have a further dump? I honestly think it's probably a 50-50 shot. Like I said, wouldn't be surprised if Bitcoin goes to $39,000. But I also wouldn't be surprised if Bitcoin pumps up to 50 from here. My big concern right now is there's not much of a catalyst in Bitcoin until getting closer to the halving. Now, the halving is only a couple months away, 3 months away, so you could technically see people start shilling the halving next month, because next month will be in February. The halving could come as early as end of March. So I've been talking about kind of a boring January, which I'm kind of going to stick to, and I feel like it's been boring so far. I mean, yeah, we had the ETF news. Everybody sold it. We said it was going to be a sell the news. It's funny. I was listening to Crypto Jeb, just some of his videos. 2 weeks ago, he was calling for $100,000 Bitcoin.
January the 3rd floating around. Today, I'm going to explain why the Bitcoin BlackRock ETF will almost certainly send Bitcoin to $100,000.
Anyway, so this is kind of the shenanigans we were dealing with a couple weeks ago with all these big YouTubers talking about $100,000 Bitcoin, all-time high Bitcoin after the ETF, when people just have to realize everything in Bitcoin is sell the news. It's always been like that. Whenever there's a news catalyst, people sell it. We dump, and then eventually we go up. Yes, the ETF will definitely bring money into Bitcoin, but it's going to be over the next year or two. It's not going to happen right away. So there's that. Crypto Rand pretty much saying the same thing, that more people are selling the ETF pump versus buying, so we'll probably be a little bit bearish for a little bit.
The price doesn't feel like the ETF. Most occurred via Coinbase OTC, hitting 7 billion in first day. The OTC dries out, the ETF issuers will have to go and sell in the normal market. So what we're scared of here is that these Bitcoin over here, these 619,000 Bitcoin, and they're not all going to sell, but maybe 10% will sell. If you think of what 10% of that means, it means $2.8 billion will be sold on the open market. And if you look at the new money that's coming into the ETFs, well, that's nowhere near the $2.8 billion. So now you got like this race. The race is between the sales of GBTC and the inflows that the ETF providers can bring in. And if people redeem their GBTC ETF faster, then we can bring in new people, then we're going to continue to get a market dump. And in my opinion, that is probably what's going to happen.
One of the few times I actually agree with Rand Nooner. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people are saying, well, we've already had a pump down from 49,000 to 42. It should be over. Not necessarily. Bitcoin historically has 20, 30, even 40% dumps in a bull market, and we're kind of due for that right now. It doesn't have to happen. I don't think we're going to go down much below 38, 39,000. There's also a CME gap at, I believe, 39.5 or something like that, which like 90% of the time Bitcoin hits it. So I wouldn't be buying anything right now. And one reason I'm not is because the prices would need to be a lot lower, because most of my cost averaging for Bitcoin, XRP, Cardano is like 50% lower anyway. So I'm just kind of chilling out, watching, seeing how things go. If we go bullish, I'm happy. If we dump further, I'll be looking to buy some cheaper coins. But you just gotta know there's probably between a 50 and 70% chance we're probably going to go below $40,000 just for a little bit. Again, doesn't have to happen, but it technically could. Even this article I found right here, Bitcoin's technicals suggest deeper pullback to 38,000. Bitcoin's RSI divergence signal correction, 10x research said Bitcoin has declined over 5% to 42.6 since spot ETF debuted in the US on Thursday, is what appears to be a classic sell the fact price action, sell the news. The sell could continue over the next term, according to analysts of Bitcoin's price patterns and technical indicators by 10x research. Bitcoin's RSI divergence signals correction. Marcus said in a note to clients Monday, adding the pullback could run off steam near the dynamic support. So this guy's actually sending off to his clients who are in his fund saying, expect a $38,000 Bitcoin, which in my opinion would be perfectly healthy. What does that mean for altcoins? Well, definitely some lower prices, although altcoins have been holding up. But guys, I'm totally expecting Cardano to hit 45 cents sometimes between now and the halving. Solana, $70. I think it's going to happen. XRP, where the hell is XRP right now? What, 58 cents, something like that? Probably down to 45, just like Cardano. These are the levels I'd be looking for, and they're the levels I think we're probably going to bottom out in the altcoin market. And just to finish off, we'll finish off with Hex. You know, Hex is still pumping essentially over the last week. Even as Bitcoin's dropping, but from 49 to 42, your altcoins are dropping. Hex is pretty much just holding strong. Richard Hart came out last week and said he's going to fight the lawsuit. Told you guys, don't give up on Hex. I think these are still decent levels to get into Hex and Pulse Chain. Again, a risky play, but any good news comes out of the court with Richard Hart, and we're going into a bull market. Hex could still be, Hex and Pulse Chain could still be a 30 to 50x from here. So, you know, I got so much hate on my comments for people telling me that I was like shilling Hex, and I'm like, God, like people are so emotional. I don't know why I let it get to me. Well, I guess one reason I let it get to me is because I don't want to be shilling a scam. Like, if I was talking about a coin and it turned out to be a scam, I'd be really mad at myself. Unlike guys like Rand Nooner and Cryptos R Us George shilling UST and Terra Luna and all the crap they were shilling, they seem to not care at all when they talk about scams. To them, it's just like, well, I guess because they are scammers. But that's why I say with Hex, maybe, you know, if you got a $20,000 portfolio, put $500 into it tops, 1% of your portfolio, 2% of your portfolio. But Hex could be one of the top gaining altcoins going into the end of the summer, going into 2025, in my opinion. Once I finish off talking about XRP, I don't talk a lot about XRP, even though I think it's going to be a giant gainer. I do hold XRP. I think my cost average is like 35 cents or something like that, or 30 cents or 20. I don't even remember with XRP. I know it's like a lot lower than it is right now. Not a big fan of XRP in general, but it did get the green light from the SEC, which is why I think it's going to go absolutely crazy in the bull market. And this could mean ETF for XRP because it's definitely not a security. XRP sees explosive 244% surge in fund inflows as XRP ETF may be a reality. In a remarkable development, XRP has taken the crypto investment arena by storm, experiencing an unprecedented 244% surge in inflows, making it the indisputable leader among cryptocurrencies-focused investment products for the past week. Data from CoinShares reveals that a staggering 2.2 million flooded into XRP-related products, marking a substantial leap from the previous week's 900,000. I think I did a video like a month ago or 3 weeks ago where I was talking about how one fund, I forget which, maybe it was BlackRock or a major fund, actually got rid of some of their other altcoins and actually bought some XRP. Like I said, guys, don't sleep on XRP. I know there's a lot of shillers out there and they turn people off. I'm actually turned off by all the people talking about XRP. Like, even BitBoy is now talking about XRP. Like, there's so many shillers for years, but I feel like this bull market is when XRP is probably gonna make its mark. I think a $5 XRP is pretty much inevitable. Maybe at the worst case, $3. But XRP essentially did nothing last bull market, and there's so many people holding it. There's so many people believe in it. There's so many YouTubers talking about it. I feel like with the SEC news that Ripple not a security, XRP not a security. I feel this is the bull market that XRP is probably going to shine. It's not my top holding, at maybe 20% of my portfolio, but don't sleep on it, and don't let the sleazeballs and the shillers turn you off to it, because XRP has been around for like 10 years at this point. It survived multiple bear and bull markets. Yes, it did horrible last bull market because of the lawsuit, but now there is no more lawsuit, and there's no reason why XRP isn't going to go 10x from where it is right now. All right, guys, that's pretty much it. Everything's kind of gone according to plan at this point. This is kind of what we thought was going to happen with Bitcoin. I'm expecting a boring month. I'm really not expecting much. Wouldn't be surprised if we get like a flash pump up to 45, then a flash dump right to 39. Like, everything is in the cards right now. We're not going to just be hanging out at 20 or at 43,000 for the whole month. It's not going to be just like this. We're going to have volatility, big spikes and big dumps. But is anything major going to happen where Bitcoin gets back to $50,000? We get up to all-time highs. All coins go crazy. Or we're going to get like another meme coin bull little mini cycle in January? I doubt it. I don't think so. I think January is just going to be kind of a boring, not much going on, just kind of chill out, enjoy the snow kind of market. So that's kind of what I'm looking for, and that's what I've been talking about for the last few weeks. But hey guys, like I say, this is crypto and anything can happen. All right guys, like and subscribe. Talk to you later.